Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Jai, thank you all for coming. We have a Chutananda Baba here, so without further ado, let's start the glorification process. Very fortunate to have him and all our sincere senior devotees. Am I done about pronouns to everyone? Hare Krishna. You good to go? Locked and loaded? Ready.
Sit down.
So how much time do you want to start this?
Probably as much time as you like. Probably as much time as you like.
Okay. 2 hours.
Did you get a chance to read everything I said?
He went away. No. Sadhu Sanghe, Sadhu Sanghe, Sadhu Shastra. Lavamantra Sadhu Sanghe, Sadhu Siddhi. 11th of the second association with Vaishnava Thakur is will give all perfections. All the Shastras say so. Who is the disciple of Bharati Maharaj here today? One.
And there's,
In the kitchen.
there might be. There's one.
So,
There's one? Oh, there he is. There's two.
I'll wait for everyone to get settled.
Settling.
I'll wait for you to get settled. That's what I mean.
Here I go. I'm settling.
Put on vibrant.
I'm ready.
For you, Bharati Maharaj is Sakshat Hari. And Prabhu Priya, Kintu Prabhu Priya, that's why he is Sakshat Hari, because he is most beloved. But for me, he's my buddy. We traveled together between Calcutta and Mayapur. He was the construction manager for Bhakti Dayit Madhav Maharaj. And who now will be known as Madhav Maharaj. And we would go back and forth from Calcutta to Mayapur, constructing big guest houses, because Madhav Maharaj had thousands of people would come for parikrama really once or twice a year. Bharati Maharaj was born in a high Brahmin family. He was a Panini grammar scholar of Sanskrit. When he was a little boy, it's coincidental that a cement bag fell on his chest, and he had a heart condition his whole life. Many times, I was in I was in Madhav Maharaj's mutt for about 2 years, And every couple of months, where's Bharati Maharaj? No, he's in his room resting from heart recovery. And he lived to 92, so. It's very, even as I said once, we were walking in Mayapur, I said, they may be built, well, this is a mono-directional mic, I know. See, nothing. Yeah. So you have to talk right into the spot. I said, they're thinking about building a bridge from Krishnanagar or Navadvip. He says, I hope they don't. Why? Because then all the shopkeepers and the goodness will come and set up businesses here and make it all up. He would preach red in the face, on fire. He told me, like this complete songbook, we had Bhakti Vinod and Narottam Govinda Lokanath songbooks, Chinadev songbooks, in small volumes, paperback, little. And he had 3 volumes, like this thick, only half the size. So I said, how'd you get them? He said, a small book. We had three of them. A small book, but the whole Vedas are in here. And so I was learning kirtan from them and Krishnadas Babaji also. And learning the songs of the Vaishnava judges. I made the book and record recordings. And so we got at the Bhagavad Mutt, Calcutta. There's so many stories. First of all, first story was, you've heard the Bhagavad said, someday we'll tear out the marble and sell it and print books. Bhaktivedanta Maharaj told me. Bhaktisiddhanta put in inferior cement in the very beginning, in the construction, so that someday it could rip them out without breaking them. So they had that plan. The deities, have you been to my bazaar? I don't know, it's surrounded by slums now. But and all the Bhaktisiddhanta's temples, the deities are the doorway is very small. You have to turn to see all 3, from Mahaprabhu, Radha Govinda, Radha Krishna. And that's done on purpose. As soon as someone says, what's that? Oh, right away, they have a bhava, an eagerness, utkalika, to see. So right away, just from having a small doorway. So we went to, Bharati took me to Bhagavad Bazaar. We bought like 9 of these Kalpataru and Narottam songbooks. They had them in small. And then we went to the bazaar, and there's a book binder. He takes off the covers and he puts them in order in 3 little books. They look like candy. It was so pretty. So he set me up with it. He said, all the Vedas are in these books. Pure, Shuddha Haviman, we just said. Vishaya Chariya Kavi Shuddha Haviman, Kavi Hamo Harigo Sri Vrindavan. Oh yeah, great verse. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Satya Kabunai, Sravanadi Koro. How does it go? Sravanadi Koro Chitta Shuddha Haviman. Boy. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhi Kabunai Sravanadi Korochita Koraye Udoy. Thank you. Krishna Prema is not a goal to be acquired by penance or activities but by chanting, etc. Adi means the first, and it means there's going to be more. So Adi also means etc. Sravanadi, Kura, Chitta, Shuddha, the prema will blossom in your heart, will spurti, manifest. He said, Bharati Maharaj said, if there's muddy water and you throw a whole handful of mud, you won't see any change. But if there's pure water, you put a pinch of dust and you'll see. So many devotees will say, oh, I've been a devotee a long time, I don't feel any progress. That's the sign of progress, that you don't see, that you're now aware of your offenses or lack of sadhana, or lack of nishta. So that's the sound. Someone says, I don't feel anything. You're not supposed to feel anything. It will come by chanting again. So more, so much more. Yeah, when I first arrived in, flashback. I was in Vrindavan, in Radha Damodar temple. The only person that was lecturing in English was Bhakti Hriday Bon Maharaj, but Prabhupada sent a letter to another devotee who mentioned me. Mentioned me. There's a story about that. Prabhupada was listening to Bhakti Siddhanta in a big crowd, and there was a sannyasi next to him, like that. And Prabhupada goes like this, what? Bhakti Siddhanta says, you're here to hear me. What are you talking to him? You hear me? And then Prabhupada said, I enjoyed that chastisement. Prabhupada once, the devotee asked me, did Prabhupada ever chastise you? I said, constantly. See what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll start the whole thing from the beginning. No. So Prabhupada sent a letter that you should stay with Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. The other devotee didn't go, I went, because I had been to his Vyas Puja the year before. I was staying with Prabhupada in Radha Damodar temple, and you never knew what was going to happen. In Krishna, Bhakti Samrita Sindhu, one of Krishna's qualities, can I go one? I'll wait till you come back. One time a devotee, Prabhupada said, and it wasn't me, said, where's Devananda Swami? And he said, he's washing his dhoti. And Prabhupada started to laugh and laugh, smacking the wall. Devananda's washing his dhoti. And the devotee, it wasn't me, the devotee started laughing along with Prabhupada. Devananda's washing his dhoti. And the other devotee started to laugh along. Prabhupada said, you never know why I laugh. I'll take that water now. This is for him. I'm talking for him.
He got lost.
He got lost?
Making
There's
pure
the
water.
Water is everywhere. Oh, look.
But not a drop to drink.
Here's a drop in the whole glass.
It's milk.
Thank you so kind.
There we go, Haribol. Thank you for waiting.
But not a drop to drink.
Rasaham Mopsukante, Prabhasnasa. I was in Radha Damodar temple with Prabhupada in 1967. And I said, pack up, we're going to Navadvip for my god brother's Vyas Puja. I didn't know what a Vyas Puja was. I didn't even know what god brothers were. Because Prabhupada kept us away from god brothers. But Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj special. So in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, one of Krishna's qualities is gravity. And I was reading, that was Nectar of Devotion, summary study. One of Krishna's qualities is gravity. We think Krishna Serious? Krishna's always dancing. And I look back at the page. Gravity means you never know what his plan is. So I said, pack up, we're going to Navadvip. We get to Navadvip, and Sri Ramaraj had come down from his porch and was sitting in his chair. That's called a Morris chair. Looks like a throne, but it's for heart patients. Also, you can lean back. They had pillows all over. And there were ministers and pundits and even the Goswamis of Navadvip came there, and all the Gaudiya Math sannyasis. I was able to meet so many of the living sannyasis of Bhaktisiddhanta then. And they did arti. I don't know what. And then Sri Ramaraj spoke. Prabhupada translated, because I didn't know Bengali. And he said, you must think I am very arrogant to sit here and let you speak glorious things about me and worship me like this, like a god. I think even an animal would be embarrassed. But I am only sitting here in place of my Guru Maharaj, who has business on another dimension at the present time. And he just sat there like, while they were doing, he was sitting like us. When is this going to stop? When is this stop? So then Prabhupada went back to America, and then that letter came and I went on to stay with Sri Maharaj. And he said, we have a little house across the road. And he reached under the pillows and took out the almanac, the Panchika. He said, you can move in there right now or after 2:30. Because the Panchika says there's a 2-hour period now when it's not good to go east. So he followed that. Madhavraj also, Madhavraj had an annual festival also, big parade. I would walk with Bharati. And our garlands had bumblebees on them.
Wow.
I was scared of them, but they big festival in Calcutta, big parade. And one time, so we had an annual festival, and again I got to see all of the. I'm gonna touch. Are you at the table?
On the table?
No.
Oh,
Hmm.
let's put it here.
So about, for 5 days, there would be lectures all every morning and evening by all the different sannyasis that were still there. And even Sri Maharaj was in bad health also. And that's when he sent me to Calcutta. And so he remained. I said to Madhav Maharaj, can I ask Sri Maharaj to come for the festival? He said, yes, drag him down. Madhav Maharaj was huge. He looked like our picture of Madhvacharya. And he never blinked. It was like, it was a blazing sun, like a light bulb. He said, yes, drag him. And he came. So I think I helped. I'm going to tell the Madhav Maharaj part now. Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha was not active at that time. And most of the time, Madhav Maharaj was in Assam. So we didn't have much to eat. They would ask Bhakti Siddhanta also, why don't we send Madhav Maharaj to the West? He said, then who will maintain the mutt? Because Madhav Maharaj was the biggest collector. And he demonstrated that. This is the great story. And good, we have 4 ladies. You're going to be role-playing ladies now. So I was in the Calcutta, Satish Chandra Chatterjee Road, and I was walking by his room, and 4 4 wealthy ladies were going into his room. Sannyasi cannot sit in a room alone with women. So I happened to walk by, sit here. So I sat kind of behind him like that, and it was like, hey kid, watch this and learn something. I'll show you how it's done. These 4 ladies were the wives of the kings of whole wheat flour, rice, sugar, and dal. So the first lady was the spokesman. We know your program is coming up, and we've come here to donate grains. Go to Dal. How much dal do you need? He goes, 10 mon. 10 mons. A mon is 200 pounds. So he's asking for 2,000 pounds. And she choked. How much I need to do? I'm not to do it. My husband won't. Mission. How much can you give? 5 months. 5 months. Now, without saying a word, he just looks at the rice lady.
Oh.
She says, 5 months. Looks at the next one. Sugar, 5 months. And he looks at the whole wheat flour, atta, flour lady. She says, 12 months, 6 months. She's gonna outbid them and get more sukriti. Then he doesn't leave that alone. He looks back at the sugar lady, 6 months. You, 6 months. The dal lady held out at 5 months. So, and then they left like, phew. So he raised about 10,000 pounds of food with a look.
10,000.
That's amazing.
With a look.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Watch how it's done, kid.
When I arrived at, I came, and it was done very formally. When I was in Vrindavan, Prabhupada sent a letter of introduction to Govinda Sundar. He was, that I was coming, and then I came. Then Sri Maharaj got really, like, oh, last week I thought I might go away. And he lived to 92. But he said, why don't you stay with Maharaj? He's the biggest preacher we still have, most powerful public preacher. So I went to Maharaj, and Maharaj looked at me and said, yeah. So I said, look, he wanted to see my visa paperwork. And he must have been looking at, color of hair, color of eyes, height, weight. And he says, I'm longer than you. He says, do you take rice or roti? That means you're accepted. Any other questions that'll prompt my memory of these things? I skipped so many meetings, but I had met Bhakti Prabhu Kecha Maharaj in 1967. I arrived in, and this is 67, so I had a polyester yellow dhoti and a blue shirt, collared shirt, and bead bag. Came to, we arrived 24 hours on the plane. I arrived in Delhi, and say it was rainy season, September 10th. Drove Brahmanandi. When does RT start? I want to.
12:30.
Oh. So I get in the train at Delhi to Mathura. The train looked like it was from the Old West. This chug, and it was rainy season. There was water up to the tracks. So it looked like a train in a river, in a lake, in an ocean. There was water on both sides. So the train went about 10 miles an hour. So after 5 hours and 24 hours in the plane, I get to Mathura, half dead. And there's there's 25 rickshaw guys screaming at me, rickshaw, rickshaw. How am I supposed to? And some guy in every kind of religious costume is going, hey, I will take you all temples. I'm not going. And back in New York, I agree with Dr. Wheeler. He said, when you get to Mathura, you just say you want to go to the Gaudiya Math. Just say Gaudiya Math. So I'm going, Gaudiya Math, Gaudiya. Finally, one week, I know Gaudiya Math. Keshavji Gaudiya Math. He takes me there. And do we have a picture of the renovated temple yet? Maharaj renovated the Keshav Gaudiya Math. Is there any pictures?
I haven't seen.
No. So I come to there, go upstairs, and I meet Bhaktivedanta Narayana Maharaj. And bam! Now I get kind of cured of Kanishta.
What year?
67, 1967.
Wow.
So I said, oh, before that it was only Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. And we called him Swami, it wasn't even Prabhupada. It was Swami Maharaj, Swamiji. I see neck beads, and I see tilak, I see sapper. I said, oh, just like us. Yeah, well, this is where it came from, idiot. And he's young. We calculate he's about 40, 42, 45 years. And right away he says, you will make tilak? Because he wanted to see if we knew anything. I said, yes, I need the mirror in the morning. And he said, you have come to see Swami Maharaj. And we didn't use that term, so I didn't know what that meant. In Radha, yes. And we will see Guru Maharaj now. I didn't know what Guru Maharaj was. That was Bhakti Pranjan Keshav. It's the last year of his life. All of it. This is the last year of his life. He was sick, and we go through the temple and into his room. He was lying down, and he sat up, and he was also huge and looked like a full moon rising. And he looked down at me and says, there are two kinds of sound, material sound and Vaikuntha sound. When we make material sounds, we get material things. When we make Vaikuntha sounds, we get Vaikuntha things. Then he went on speaking to Ramashwal, and Ramash says, no, we gotta go. So that was a great event. So I don't know who else has seen him. Madhu Maharaj knew Keshav Maharaj. I think we're the only one that are extant. So when I was with Sridhar Maharaj, about a year, and he would call me up every day for a lecture. I put that in an article, Descent of the Holy Name, that I didn't write it, he wrote it, I copied it. And that was well done, put it in Bhakti Godhead. And then Sridhar Maharaj asked me, you wrote some article? I said, yes, I wrote everything that you've been telling me. And it was put in the Bhakti Godhead magazine. And it was also narrated on the radio in America. And Sridhar Maharaj, was in bad health his whole life. He always wanted to go to the West, but he could not. So now, with this article and then the audio, the recitation of that, his words in the West, was some presence in the West, and he's already happy.
He brought his Vani.
So that, I got that going for me. So anyone else could?
Can I ask
Yeah.
for clarification, the progression? So Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj sent you to Bengal. That's how it started, right? Was that 67?
No, 67, Prabhupada had had 2 heart attacks. And we didn't know, we put him in a hospital, and they gave him a spinal tap. very painful. And injections. And I was there also, we prayed for Sadhu. And one day the doctor came in, and Prabhupada read the doctor's hands, said, I feel fine, I'm going home.
What
The
year,
doctors, because they wanted to, they said they were just experimenting.
what year was that?
67.
Wow.
Gargamuni and Brahmananda got him on a, Prabhupada on a gurney, got him in the elevator. I think the elevator door opened on one floor. Some people said, going down, and they said, no. They closed the door and they went down. And they rescued Prabhupada, I got him in his head. And he said, no more needles.
Beautiful.
Another time, I was in a car with Bhagavad Maharaj and others. Prabhupada said, whatever happens to me, do not take me to a hospital. I'm counting on you. So after these, he decided to go back to Vrindavan in about June of 67. He went with Kirtanananda. Then I went the following September 67, got on that rickety train and that story.
Okay.
And Prabhupada got better with Ayurvedic massage and medication. He got a prescription for Triphala, three fruits according to the cough line, and I would soak the actual dry fruits in a marble bowl, and then he would drink the water at night. And he made a face.
Yeah, it's bitter.
I said, how does it taste? He said, horrible.
Wow.
So then after that, he sent you.
And so then he went back, and then I traveled with Prabhupada, and mostly in Delhi, and then Calcutta. And in Calcutta, we met with the Malik family and Bhishma. Bhishma would cook for him, and we stayed in some house there, and their family deities are Radha Govinda. They trace, and Prabhupada traces his lineage to Udaradatta Thakur. Udaradatta Thakur, one of Nityananda's
Wow.
parishads. Then he got better and better, and then he requested to send letters from America, and he got a visa and went back in December of 67. I stayed on in Radha, and Prabhupada, he called it his office in Chippewa, that room, and he told me to stay in Radha Damodar Temple, and in the desk was one key. That was the key to the Almira closet on the floor, where there were 3 keys for the Chippewa door, the front door of Radha Damodar, and the kitchen. So that was his system. Because if somebody sees a key, or if you see 3 keys, you're not going to know. Security would hide in plain sight.
Yes. It's the best way.
So I stayed there, and I met with some of the Goswamis of Radha Damodar Temple. And there, one of their leaders was Vishwambar Goswami. He was the mayor of Vrindavan also. They were one of the only Goswami families that were favorable to Gaudiya Math and very close to Bhaktisiddhanta in the 1930s. So Vishwambar would come looking on me sometimes. I remember him saying to me, whatever Krishna does, Radha likes. And whatever Radha likes, Krishna does.
Joy joy pyaro bhave soy bhave moy. Joy moy bhave soy bhave pyaro.
Yeah. Everybody get that? I didn't get it.
My beloved
Jai Krishna Kari, I'm going to say it my own way. Jai Krishna Kari Radha Bharavasi. Jai Radharani Bharavasi Krishna Kotsi. So I was there a while, and then, like I said, and there were other Vaishnavas, that's when I started learning Bengali, and I was going to Van Maharaj and Prabhupada This is private and public. I believe Bhagwan's left Bhaktisiddhanta's mission during Bhaktisiddhanta's life. That was very sad, and he was very sad about that too. But I suspect that he went back to the Advaita Pranali, Padima.
Bhakti Hridaya Van Maharaj?
Yes.
Acha.
And he was a great man. He met Hitler.
Yeah.
You know this whole story. Anyway, I suspect Advaita was because he made an American disciple, which was also kind of wrong because he was initiated by Prabhupada first, but he reinitiated him. And that disciple, Hridayananda, Rishikesh, or Rishikeshananda, and he said, our tilak is Radha Krishna and a banyan leaf as Shiva, the support. Stanga.
He told us.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Bhagwan also had a murti this big of Shiva looking at his deities across the path on the other side of the garden of Shiva in a kupa, meditating on Radha and Krishna. Advaita Acharya has Sada Shiva, and he's Mahavishnu and Sada. So, and the banyan leaf is the tilak of the Advaita Bhav. So I think Van Maharaj went back to his traditional, yeah.
Advaita Vansh is from Advaita Acharya.
Acharya.
Not Advaita as in the impersonalist.
No. Advaita Acharya. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Where was it? Oh. So I suspect that. So I think our Prabhupada kind of knew that. Sidebar. I asked Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj. He said, I was the last to be initiated by Bhakti Siddhanta, and I saw the whole thing break up. I said, what broke it up? He said, from my view, the Brahmin-born disciples never liked associating with the non-Brahmins. They kept that jati buddhi, caste mentality. They never did that. Now we come back to Bharati Maharaj, who was a born Brahmin, and he stayed with everybody. And Madhu Maharaj brought Vaishnavas. He made one a sannyasi from what's that nation? That East, I just mentioned it. I'm having a, yeah,
Assam?
Assam. He brought the, and they were like tribals.
Yeah.
They were tribals, but they became Vaishnavas, like us. We were lower than tribals.
Yeah.
And Madhu Maharaj, Bharati Maharaj, no problem. One of them, I never knew his name, was sannyasi, had a golden voice. Fabulous voice. So I pretty much know now that Prabhupada knew that Van Maharaj went back to his Advaita Goswami caste idea. That's why the Shiva, that's why he had the Advaita Vamsh tilak. So Prabhupada didn't like me being there. He wrote a letter to Rishikesh, but Rishikesh showed it to me, and I said, now go to Sridhar Maharaj. I consider him my Shiksha Guru. So,
The first, so you went to Srila Sridhar Maharaj.
you
From
gotta
there,
take notes.
from
You
there,
gotta
I'm
bring this
taking it
down.
here. From there, you went to Srila Madhu Maharaj.
And then from Sridhar, I stayed with Sridhar Maharaj for a year.
Okay.
His health declined and he sent me to Madhu Maharaj, so that would be 68 and a
Okay.
half. Stayed with him a year or two. And then Prabhupada came back to India in 1970, late in 1970.
So you stayed those years, so that's 67 through 70, roughly. Maybe longer.
with the Gaudiya Math,
With a Gaudiya Math,
with
deep in it.
Paul Maharaj, Sridhar Maharaj, Madhav Maharaj, and Bharat.
My Guru Maharaj, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well.
So that's
It's nice to hear you
the
recount
saints
so
of the
much.
Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, it's nice to hear you recount so much because I'll share that one thing my Guru Maharaj did is he glorified his my beloved masters, which were, you know, the incomparably powerful commanders of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's army.
Yeah.
So it's nice to hear you kind of replicate that in your own way with your own experiences. You're saying, oh, I pulled this from him, I spent this time with him, he told me this. You're remembering all your powerful commanders in your life. And he said that he received mantra diksha from Bhakti Dayitamata Goswami Maharaj, but he received Shiksha mantra initiation from so many Vaishnavas. So you're sharing those Shiksha mantras that you got too, which are
Well, they
the
weren't mantras, they were
mantras
shikshas.
in the form of Shiksha.
Shiksha.
Yeah, teachings.
Yeah, just Bhakti Hridaya Bhan Maharaj went to Germany, and he had to go to the main Hunga, and he said he saw Hitler at the end of the hall, pacing furiously back.
Wow.
And he looked at me, and he came over and shook my hand. And Bhan Maharaj was very dark. Then he said he sent me to some secretary to talk about it. It was Goebbels, the propaganda minister of Nazi Germany. He wasn't some secretary. And he said, and so Bhan Maharaj very, very intelligently said, I'm going to preach Aryan culture.
Yeah.
We are the first. Aryan is, as you know, is a Sanskrit word. So I am going to preach the Aryan race. Very smart.
Wow.
And Goebbels said, okay, and wherever you preach, you have to, at the beginning, at the end of every lecture, you have to say Heil Hitler. I said, okay.
Oh my gosh.
So he just saw Hitler, but he didn't actually talk.
Said Heil Hitler. And
Yeah.
he stayed with a German family, and he said, the organization, Amraj is telling me, the organization of the Germans is amazing. Every house had a card that showed the time and place when you had to attend the lectures in a big park. And little Hitler youths would come and punch it off to show that you attended,
Wow.
to keep track.
Mm-hmm.
If you saw the movie Schindler's List, every time there was some movement, these officers would come out, set up portable desks and copy numbers and take roll calls constantly. So all these, very thorough about numbers. So that was Von Maharaj's experience in Germany. Age kaha.
Just everybody.
I got a question for you. You mentioned Hitler and Goebbels. How did they adopt first the Aryans and also the swastika? Because as right now, if anyone sees the swastika, it's the most terrible thing ever, but actually it's a Vedic symbol. So how did they come to acquire this information?
I just heard something like that Hitler went to someone and he saw that sign before it was scary. And it's even an American Indian in a curve, cross curve. And it's, I think, something in Zodiac, in the Zodiac thing. By the way, in Zodiac, every culture of Zodiac names the zodiacs the same name in their language. Betula means virgin, means Virgo, means Kanya. In Sanskrit, in Latin, in English. I'm sure if there's a South American astrologer, the name of that zodiac means the virgin, or Chinese, the same. But this culture was all over the world. So Hitler liked that, and then he took the swastika and then he tilted it.
Tilted it,
So,
right.
so it looked like it's, spit of progress. And it was very scary to make it black. And it goes back to runes, the ancient, he wanted to revive the ancient pagan Germanic culture. And they made up their own religion. Similarly, in the French Revolution, they rejected Christianity and the Pope, and they made up their own nature goddess, this oh boy, his name will come to me, and he was a wacko French, and he even got guillotined himself. Robespierre, and he said, we're gonna change the calendar. It's year 0 now. We're gonna rename all the months, and there's gonna be 50 days in every month, and it's gonna, it went crazy. Because the French Revolution was not just against the king, it was against the Pope, because the religion were in bed with each other, with the government. And that caused some, there's a joke that not everybody's going to get, but why did God make Mormons? So that Christians would know how Jews feel. I'm not going to get that. But somebody got it.
I got it.
Yes.
I know Mormons.
Yes. If you have Norai Maharaj said, Upper Siddhanta will become big and wealthy and widespread. Every time these mega church pastors have a scandal, more people join. Yeah, I want him. He can't tell me anything. He's a rascal himself. Mormons have like 2.5 million in America alone. That's just their wives. It's just their wives.
He didn't get it.
You got it. Why aren't you glad?
He's ex-Mormon.
Is a Mormon? Get out.
He had to leave 5 minutes.
Get out. No, but the swastika, swastika, it means to believe in God. Gnostic means atheist. Swastik means believing in God. The opposite of Gnostic. So swastik, swastika. So I believe in God.
Is that what it means? Or is it I am God?
Oh, it can, my bodies will do that.
Yeah.
My bodies will do
Self
that.
and astic being God, so
Yeah,
self
so
God.
I am God, yeah, aham brahmasmi, soham brahma. I was in my body because we were doing yoga in my house, and we had Gita from the Theosophical Society edition, but it had no commentary, so it wasn't too bad. But the yoga books, and when you go to yoga societies that do kirtan and give prasadam, because they're bored as hell, trying to force their mind to go blank, which is impossible. When you go there, just know that they may do a lot of exercise yoga, but they're all mind bodies. So Shankaracharya, in one of my yoga books, it had the verse composed by Shankara, Adi Shankara. Brahma Satyam Jagam Mitya, Jiva Brahmanaiva Napara. Brahman is real, the world is false, and the Jiva and Brahman are non-different. So I was floating on that. Until it was time to pay the rent and get a job and find this is something not right here. Another, Jagam Mithya means that the world is false. So Shankara has an example, which I always doubted. Said, oh, if you see a rope in the grass and you think it's a snake, that's Maya. And I said, wait a minute, it's a real rope. And somewhere there's a real snake. To misjudge that is, and by the way, it's very intelligent to be afraid of a rope because it could be a snake. So that example, the rope is not a snake, that's Maya. No, it's not a snake, but it looks like it. If I've never seen a snake, then I wouldn't be afraid. So I always doubted that. Fortunately, that was the one little thing. Because otherwise, so many yoga Mayavadis rejected Prabhupada. You know who converted the Buddhists in south of Calcutta is Chobish Parganas, the 24 islands. There are still tigers there. And they were, at that time, what's called Sahajiya Buddhists. And they were converted to Mahaprabhu, Kirtan, and Prema Bhakti by Birabhadra, Nityananda's son. They converted all the Buddhists to Vaishnava at that time, after Mahaprabhu. Vishuddha Thakuradi's son.
Do you remember Allen Ginsberg?
Yeah, he liked to chant, but I remember I was in the kitchen cooking, and Prabhupada was talking to someone and said, this Allen Ginsberg is being under investigation by the government. I think we should not associate with him. But he made Hare Krishna kind of popular. So he was one who
He would play like those little cartels.
So, what else? Okay. We have time to go in. Anyone else want to mention?
I heard a story once that Srila Prabhupada offered obeisances to a
Who's
deity
talking?
of Durga. I'm over here. It's a question. It's a question.
Yeah.
It's a question. So I heard a story that Srila Prabhupada once offered obeisances to a deity of Durga, and you were there.
No, I wasn't there. It was in Vrindavan. And this Vrindavan man, I wasn't there. Others told me. Come to my temple, come to my house, please, Guru Prabhupada. He goes, and he had a deity of Durga. And Prabhupada fell down, and I think it's Sriti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Rekha, the verse from Brahma Samhita. And we got down to that. So we respect all the demigods. We don't worship them. I mean, if the sheriff came in, we'd show him respect. Yeah. Any government, they're government officials. And when one is mature in bhakti, the demigods serve us, because they're all Vaishnavas.
Did you ever meet the Beatles or?
No. Anyone else? Okay.
Tell us more of the association with Bharati Maharaj. You said this is supposed to.
I told what it did, we were just driving. We would go, the other months sometimes had land with vegetables growing, because in Calcutta, we had no budget, because Maharaj was in Assam. And so me and Bharati Maharaj would collect, even from the other Gaudiya months, there was a Madhusudan month there, and Bhakti Saranga's temple was there also. He had his temple constructed by Muslims, and they, if you see that temple, they made the towers kind of what's called an onion shape. They made it look like a mosque, you know. He didn't want, but they had. So we would bring vegetables back to Calcutta, and they always said, Bharati Maharaj never comes empty-handed. Then we would bring cement and order bricks and rebar for constructions. I went on not a big parikramas in that time. And one time that day we went out to the, I don't know the Dvipa, what is the Dvipa that has the ancient Nishinga temple? Way out.
The 9 temples.
They're Singapali.
Yeah. So it was a long, and the ground had just been plowed, so it was rough.
Rough.
And there was just a stone temple of Nishinga and about this big floor stone. Who's this? Oh, yeah. No, it's not. It's fading away. Is it? Okay. About this big a floor, stone that was hot under the sun. I walked across it and came back, my feet were almost blistered.
Oh my God.
Madha Maharaj comes later and comes on that floor and starts kirtan and starts doing dance on that burning hot plate.
Vikreshwar Pandit.
Died.
Yeah, it was Bhakti. Srila Sridhar Maharaj said that he's none other than Vikreshwar Pandit, who could dance continuously for 72 hours without getting tired.
So, hello. This. Yeah. Hello.
Is it working? Yeah.
Yes.
He said he's Vikreshwar Pandit.
Oh, wow.
Is it on?
I don't know.
It is ahead.
Should be a light on.
There we go. I'm gonna have to really yell into
The
it.
lights are. If I have to yell, why do I have to? So he starts it, and I yell out, "Joel, water!" And somebody gave me a lota, and I went over and put water on his feet. He said that. Later that night, he speak into it. He did speak into it.
There.
Yeah. And later that night, a brahmachari comes up with a bucket of hot water for me, and Guru Maharaj. So I gave him cold water, and he gave me hot water.
Mm.
And I needed it. Oh, that feels so good to soak your feet in hot water. That was a good, big day.
There was practically like no Westerners at that time, huh?
No, that's it. If you want to learn a language, go to a place where nobody speaks English.
Yeah.
You learn very fast. Go from, so we would read, in the Sridhar Maharaj, we would read one chapter of Chaitanya Bhagavatam in the morning and one chapter of Charitamrita at night. I think that's it. Is there anybody else?
I'm trying to speak a little.
You have to talk into it.
I'll try. I will try. We will. What time we got? Let's do a quick kirtan, 5 minutes. Quick 5-minute kirtan. You play. Oh, this is great. You want the Balaram or this one?
This one.
Plastic one.
Oh, no, that's called the vegan.
Vegan, the vegan version?
The vegan version.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Go slow. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Panchakalpatruvescha kripasindueva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. First up for my obeisances to my Guru Maharaj on his Appearance Day program. Appearance Day was on Friday here. Nityalila Pravishta Shri Srimad Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj. And I offer the same pranams to Shiksha Gurus, Nityalila Pravishta Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and Nityalila Pravishta Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. To my Param Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Stotra Sat Shri Srimad Bhakti Dai Madhav Goswami Maharaj, and to all the Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, devotees, guests here, and the children, and headed by Achyutananda Baba, Achyutananda Prabhu, Gaur Govinda Prabhu, and all our senior devotees. Got Sham Prabhu here, Vimala Didi. Devotees in the kitchen, thank you. Dhanavad Pranams. So yeah, just wanted to share a little bit. Offerings late, so we can speak something more. And I just wanted to take time to say thank you to Prabhu here for sharing so many things, because one thing I experienced being with my Guru Maharaj for some time was that he was very fond and very keen on sharing his experiences in a mood that I have to preserve these experiences which come laced with teachings, because if I don't share this, then they'll never be known. So it's actually a great seva to share these things, these experiences, because none of us here, especially the young ones, would ever know any of this. It's hard to paint a picture of the personality moving, but when I look at the altar, I can see the personality there. Param Gurudev, Bhakti Pradhan Kesha Maharaj, Bhakti Dai Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, etc. I can see them there, but when you explain the pastime, oh, he rose like the rising moon out of the bed. And then when you give the voice, and then when you share, I could just kind of see the movie. So I just want to say thank you for that. That's really nice. And sharing, you had real association and seva with my Guru Maharaj, something I didn't have. I was there, engaged, but I didn't get to, be shoulder to shoulder with him. I just couldn't imagine the experience, And for you to be with so many, very spectacular, so thank you. So I'll just share something from that perspective of Vaishnava Seva, having Shiksha Gurus. So he is my Harinam Diksha Guru, but he often told us that initiation is not only formality. Like when taking Shiksha from someone, you simply just have to hear them with an open heart, with sincerity. And if you imbibe some of those teachings and you apply them in your life, and you feel that position that you want to serve them and follow them, then this is enough. This is called Shiksha initiation. So to hand over your heart to someone on the same level as your Harinam Diksha Guru, this is real Shiksha. So he emphasized this mood a lot, Guru Maharaj. He said that however you view me is how you should view my God brothers. I spoke on Friday and shared that when we went to his mat, which is Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Mat in Jagannath Puri in 2016, this is when he initiated me with Harinam. Before we were able to pay pranams to him, we were instructed right away to pay pranams to the Acharya of Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Mat. So we would go to Bhakti Val Tirtha Maharaj's Samadhi Mandir, Samadhi Mandir, and we would pay pranams there before paying pranams to Gurudev. So he was very much in this mood, that sectarianism is the enemy of truth. So we imbibe this as well, amongst God siblings, God sisters, God brothers. We always pay pranams to each other. And there was, while he was here on the planet, my experience was that there was a very cajoling mood all the way around. We all wanted to serve with each other, serve each other. He said that we should see our God siblings with the mood that, oh, you're serving my Prabhu, you're serving my Guru, so you're qualified to receive my service. So in that mood, in that environment, you can accomplish almost anything. There is no definition of impossible. It's only in a fool's dictionary. When multiple people, especially devotees, who spend all day meditating, chanting, serving, purifying their bodies and mind and hearts, come together in a mood of complete love, that I will serve you, you're serving my Gurudev, and we all work as one unit. It's very beautiful. It actually is a Chincha Beta Bade incarnate, personified, because we all have our unique speciality, our unique ways that we like to serve and that we're effective in service, and we just use that. So one time Guru Maharaj shared this pastime, many times he shared this. One moment in his pastimes here was that a little bit younger they were in, where did he go up north? That was cold at the foot of the Himalayas? Rishikesh, somewhere cold, somewhere pretty. I don't know, can't remember. No, it was like not like a normal Parikrama place. It was like another city over there. Can't remember where it is. He was there all the time.
Oh, Chandigarh?
Chandigarh. Awesome, thank you. Vima's awesome, she helps out all the time. Vima Didi Ki Jai. So he was in Chandigarh, and there was devotees there, three of them, who were quarreling with each other. And due to one reason or another, one of them said, well, I'm not going to do my service today because I'm so upset, So I'm so upset at you guys that I'm not going to serve. So he gave up his service of what? Cooking. So then another devotee said, well, if you're not going to cook, I have nothing to clean. I'm not going to clean then because I'm upset too. So we're just not going to cook and clean today for the whole month. So then the devotee that goes to the altar, he said, well, I have nothing to offer. So, you didn't cook, nothing's taken care of today, so there's nothing to offer Thakurji, no vogue, no offering. So those 3 services go undone. So Guru Maharaj sees this. He diagnoses the situation. And without saying anything, he goes and prepares the vogue for Thakurji, cleans everything, offers everything. And then he goes to those brahmacharis and he says, you guys should come take prasadam. They were all in their beds or like in their rooms being solitary, being moody. So then some time went on like this, and then they were crying to him eventually. They came crying with folded hands. Oh, Maharaj, what have we done? We've done such a great offense. We gave up all our services and you just went ahead and did them without saying anything, and you broke our hearts when you told us to come and take prasadam. So he smiled and he said, very good. He said, take a seat. So then they all took a seat and he said, let me tell you what happened. He said that you boys are getting over familiar with each other. So in your conquest to be fun and brothers and just, having that mood with each other, you offended each other by being over familiar. So he said, sometimes in service and in devotional life, as a team, as brahmacharis, you should learn to not be so familiar with each other. Keep that professionalism, keep that gravity. So this is called sadachar. This is called maryada. This is real etiquette, real Vaishnava etiquette. Like, in our hearts, they can be overfilling with love and compassion for each other and affection. But when it comes to serving the Lord and His devotees, we should maintain that sense of decorum. So this is what makes bhakti so special. This is what makes the Gaudiya Math so special. And real service is that level of decorum that we see. It's so impressive. It's what snatched us all in the first place. Look at how these devotees handle themselves. They're not like this group and that group and this group. So I always appreciated that he would remind us of that. So, eventually that situation got corrected. But also he was very quiet in how he approached it, and he let his actions speak first before he gave the verbal instructions. So that's one thing we can do too, to use this practically in our life, this example, is to, when we used to see something negative, we would come tell him, oh, Guru Maharaj, this boy is doing this, he's acting like this behind closed doors, he said this, and he said, let me tell you something, when you see something bad, try to unsee it. And when you hear something bad and unfavorable, try to unhear it. So he would say like that, like, don't go and make a big scene. You can just deal with it on your own and then maybe talk to that Prabhu in private. So one time there was he liked to tell the story about Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj in Rath Yatra in Jagannath Puri. So one time the devotees were drowning in bliss in the middle of the Rath cart assembly. So they were in front of the Rath cart. I think it was Subhadra's cart. Don't know. Don't want to speculate. But Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj was dancing and reciting one line about the mood of Srimati Radhika. Because remember, the mood of the Rath Yatra is that Krishna is coming from Dwarka to Vrindavan. So he's leaving that post of Dharmaraj, of Dwarkadish Krishna, and he's coming to be Brajendrananda and Shyam Sundar again. So it's a complete change in mood, complete change in tattva. So they were bathing in that as Gaudiya Vaishnavas and as mandris of Srimati Radhika, that, oh, he's coming home. So at this time, one pickpocket, thank you, baby, one pickpocket came and took this opportunity when Srila Puri Maharaj was out of his body, and he snatched his purse, and he took the money and he ran. So then one brahmachari, trying to prove that he's macho to his Gurudev, that he's a good servant, he went and grabbed that beggar, and he's like, I got the thief, I took the purse back, and then he went and broke the meditation of his Gurudev, Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj. Gurudev, look, I got your money again. And he struck his finger at that devotee. He said, you fool! He said, this money and this material world can come and go at any time, but this mood that we're tasting right now, this may never come again. So I like that Guru Maharaj used to tell us this pastime because it shows there's a time, place, and circumstance for everything. And we should really start to understand like what mood takes prominence in what assembly. So in that situation, taking the purse was good, but coming and announcing it in front of everything was not the right time. So these things were so subtle with Guru Maharaj. Like when I came, I personally was hearing a lot about, Krishna is the supreme, and all the way there's Srimati Radhika, and she's really the supreme because she, like the verse you said, I like that. How does it go again? That whatever Krishna does, how's it go?
Whatever Krishna does, Radha likes, and whatever Radha likes, Krishna does.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like that one. So, I was hearing a lot about this Radha Katha, and then with Guru Maharaj, it was like how to act, how to be a devotee, how to serve, how to be authentic. He used to, when we got initiated, the first 20 or so disciples, he didn't give us rules on quantity of chanting. So you get your mala, and there was no quantity, he said. Of course, 16 is implied, as we asked later. But he said, I wanted you to understand that quality is more important than quantity. So he said, at least if you're chanting your 16 rounds, try to get 4 good, solid rounds, like very deep, desperate rounds. So that was something that stood out to us. In fact, when we got Harinam, he said, now go outside and chant 2 rounds. So I said, okay. And then I went outside and I was thinking how he chants. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So I did that for 2 rounds. It took me 30 minutes. And I wasn't done. So they called me back in. And then Shamrani Didi was there, and Shamrani Didi said, you really think your Gurudev chants that slow? He chants a lakh a day. He can't be chanting that slow. So I was like, oh, okay. So it was funny. So I remember that quality over quantity. That's important. So Vaishnava Seva, quality over quantity, serving at the right time, time, place, circumstance, all very practical stuff. But as Achyutananda Prabhu said, he was very, very unwavering in his ability and desire to perform Vaishnava Seva. In fact, like Harivala Prabhu said here on Friday, who's my godbrother, he recounted one statement that my Param Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Madhava Goswami Maharaj said, is that if I had to make a choice to serve Krishna or the Vaishnavas, I would choose the Vaishnavas. And if I had to take out a loan to serve the Vaishnavas, I would gladly do that. And if I had to take another birth in order to pay back that loan, I would definitely take those births to pay back that debt to serve the Vaishnavas. So that's kind of how we were brought up with him, was that Vaishnava Seva was imperative to making progress on this path. And he used to tell us a pastime. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada had a disciple that was a gardener, and he was just in the garden all the time, super humble, never complained, never asked for anything, and he never had labor pains to give Harikatha. But one day there was a disciple who wrote a letter to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, and he said, I want to become proficient in Srimad Bhagavatam. In learning Bhagavatam, I can give Rasik Bhagavad Katha in front of assemblies. And so he said, okay, very good. I'll send you to be with this Prabhu at this mat. And he said, okay, I'm so excited. So then he takes that train, he goes to that mat with this Prabhu, and he comes to find out he's just a gardener. So he's just in the garden all day, gamsha, dirty feet, dirty hands, getting in the soil. Isn't this great? Just like doing his seva. So this Prabhu writes eventually back to Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta complaining, like, I don't understand why you sent me here, Gurudev. All he wants to do is be in the garden. And he hasn't told me in 2 weeks any Bhagavad Gita. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur let it marinate for a little. And he said, this Prabhu that you're spending time with understands Bhagavad Gita front and back, and he's illiterate. So he was trying to get him to understand that just because he's not showing it now, you have to be patient. You have to, these menial services, seemingly menial, they matter. So There's probably more to go with that, but short on time and just forgetting, you know how it is with the mic. Yeah, very special. And let's see, yeah, he said on appearance and disappearance days, it's incredibly important to remember and glorify Vaishnavas, to attempt to glorify them even though it's not possible with millions of tongues. Even Lord Brahma is asking for these millions of tongues to speak Krishna's glory. So what can we do? What can I do? But to not do that is considered an offense. And to glorify and remember Vaishnavas brings our utmost wealth. On these appearance and disappearance days, the personality of mercy is readily available. You know, they are there on the Vyasasana. Srila Gurudev is there. Guru Maharaj is there. These personalities are all sitting in the assembly when we do our Jayagwani. So that's another thing that Guru Maharaj says, that he used to tell us all the time, in this bhajan book, this song book, he said all Tattva Siddhanta is there, all the Vedas are there. So we were very astute with our songbooks. You know, it's still my favorite book to this day. You can just read one bhajan, and depending how you read it, you'll get a new message every time. So they're ever evolving, and that's one thing I would make a personal plea, is that everyone familiarize yourselves with the songbook, and you know, dive deep into the waters of what it has to offer. So yeah, he left in 2017. He was 91, I believe, because this is his centennial year. So they're doing, from Faridabad, they're going to do the Harikatam Festival, Harikatamrita, where it goes like a class release every day for the whole year. So that's pretty exciting. For Srila Gurudev's centennial, Srila Narayan Maharaj, we did the same thing. So we're going to do that this year. That's happening. They're trying to do his Samadhi right now in Mayapur. So there's a fundraiser going on for that. And even if someone sends $5 or $10, it's going to be a huge blessing in that endeavor. And there's a link in our group chat. So if anyone wants to send $5 or $6 or $10 or $1,000, it's okay. And let's see, what else can we say? Yeah, he left in 2017. He was surrounded by devotees. He also grabbed his devotees and said, I want to get out of here. I don't want to be in the hospital. So he said, take me away from these Yamadutas. I want to be with the Vishnudutas. So they took him back to the Mat, where he made up his mind he was going to depart the world. And they did 3 days Harinam Sankirtan. Very special. And then, yeah, he departed. And our Harival Prabhu that lives here, he was there at the moment. And some of my other friends, God brothers. So he's a nice jewel to have here too. He had a lot of experiences. He's not here today, but he spoke Friday. And like with anyone, when your Guru Maharaj leaves, it's a period of darkness, unless you're just situated so highly that you've understood that Sri Guru is in the very air we breathe. He's closer to us than anything. He's closer to us than that air. So I haven't had that realization yet, but I'm praying for that realization, and I'm praying that, you know, on this auspicious Avirbhav Mahamahotsav, the great celebration of his appearance day, that those moods and those understandings can enter into my heart and sit there and be situated, and I can have a happy life in Krishna consciousness. And we all know that without the mercy of Sri Guru, you cannot get the mercy of Sri Krishna. And there's no way to Krishna in the divine couple if not through Sri Guru. We know it happened to Raghunath Das Goswami at the Chittadahi festival, and we don't want to be put on blast like that. Or maybe we do. So, I want to pray to my Gurudev with folded hands and ask for his mercy. And I want to thank everyone here for allowing me to speak something and for organizing this program. Kishore Prabhu, thank you so much. Organizing all the women. Janava, thank you so much for all your hard work. Gandharva Kadidi in the kitchen. Sham Prabhu family. Harivala and Ananda Pradayani. And the twins, Sham's twins. And all the donors. We had some nice donors. We had Marti Prabhu, as always. Very good donor, sweet devotee. Manjulali Didi. and Madan Mohini. So let's give our thanks to them. We have some tasty prasadam today. Everything's organic, as much as can be. And the rice was cooked with ghee. So there's a lot of good things happening here at Radha Govinda Mandir and Lacho. We're all happy to be here. Danva pranams. Vanchakopa Kurvisha Kripa Sindhu Deva Cha Patitanam Bhavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Guru Puja? We can do Guru Puja now.
And then Arati? Yep.
And then Arati. Arati. Ready.
Let me get a book. I forgot the words already.
Maybe someone else will play. I can't hold both. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Vakati Sadama Shri Guru, page 1067. Well, there's two Shri Guru Charana Padmas. Hold on. There's one on 56 as well. Shri Guru 56. Charana Padama Kevala Bhakati Sadama. Shri Guru Charana Padama Kevala Bhakati Sadama. Bando Mui Savadana Mate. Bando Mui Savadana Mate. Bando Mui Savadana Mate. Bando Mui Krishna Prapti Hoy Jaha Hote. Krishna Prapti Hoy Jaha Hote. Krishna Prapti Hoy Jaha Hote. Krishna Prapti Hoy Jaha Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Vakya Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Jai Gurudev Ki Jai Arna Kori Bhamane Asha Arna Kori Bhamane Asha निज प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा Radhe Radhe Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Gita Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gita Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandhar Giridhari Shri Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Govinda Ju Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhava Ju Ki Jai Jai Nityananda Pravishta Om Vishnu Parashto Tarashatta Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Nityananda Pravishta Om Vishnu Parashto Tarashatta Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Nityananda Pravishta Om Vishnu Parashto Tarashatta Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Vedanta Raman Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityananda Pravishta Om Vishnu Parashto Tarashatta Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityananda Pravishta Om Vishnu Parashto Tarashatta Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Pragyan Kesava Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityananda Pravishta Om Vishnu Parashto Tarashatta Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Daita Mara Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityananda Pravishta Swaparikar Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityananda Pravishta Parabhagavat Kavar Shri Srila Gauda Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Nityananda Pravishta Shri Srila Satchitananda Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Nityananda Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Varga Ki Jai Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Sarup Damodar Ramanani Rai Ramanana Shri Gauda Parshakani Ki Jai Shri Rup Sanatan Bhattaragana Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadas Ragana Shri Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Petit Pavan Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahashai Ki Jai Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Bolo Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Shri Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Shri Antadeep Mayapur Shri Matadeep Kodikmadeep Madhadeep Kaladeep Pradeep Janadeep Modramadeep Rudradeep Atmaka Shri Navdeep Tam Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Go Govardhan Varashvanamak Shri Brajmandal Ki Jai Shri Radha Kun Shama Kun Ganga Jamuna Tulasi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shrimati Vrida Devi Ki Jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya Devi Ki Jai. Shri Gopishwar Mahadev Ki Jai. Sarva Vigna Vinashakari Shri Nrsingadev Bhagavan Ki Jai. Bhakta Pravar Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai. Akar Mat Raj Shri Chaitanya Mat Ki Jai. Charidam Chari Sampradaya Chari Charki Charya Acharya Ki Jai. Shri Vishuddha Chaitanya Vani Prachar Kendra Ki Jai. Shri Samasta Shuddha Bhakti Kendra Ki Jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Harinam Prabhu Ki Jai. Harinam Mahamantra Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Samagata Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Avirbhav Titi Mahamahotsav Ki Jai. Alachura Sangha Sunday Program Ki Jai. Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Saranti Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Pujapad Bhakti Swarup Sridhar Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srimati Shamrani Dili Ki Jai. Sripad Prem Prabhu Prabhu Ki Jai. Sripad Bhaktivedanta Bhan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Sripad Madhapriya Prabhu Ki Jai. Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Samagata Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Srila Bhaktivedanta Bharati Goswami Guru Maharaj Centennial King
Jai!
Tirabhav coming up September 25th.
September 25th. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Be there.
Srila Bharati Maharaj series. Vishnu Bhakti Pari Devi Satyavataya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Devachan Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Prasad Seva Ki Jai.
That's the only part of it.
I saw you riding a bike.
I can't do it online.
I got away with it.
Yeah, every day at the same time. 'Cause after that, it's still hotter than that, even at 9 o'clock.
Even with the wind blowing through your hair.
Yeah, it's 20 miles an hour at 9 o'clock, it's still hot.
Yeah.
So that's why, but I don't go every day. I go 4 times, I go to the gym a couple times, I play tennis once, and then I can open one.
And it's a
You
good
know,
pastime,
like,
you know what I mean?
I just come to the soccer, the only part I can't do online. I
I'm
can't,
just-
I
I'm just
can't
here for the
listen
rock
to
party.
a Chukananda, I can't eat the prasadam, but I can watch, you know, that.
There you go. Vicariously.
Yeah, after 50 years,
All the benefits
I
of
don't
life.
come personally, after 50, now, the Chukananda, he's 60 years, he still comes, I don't know why.
See, Chinese example.
I'm in Tijuana, and I'm coming.
I just, see.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for hosting.
You gotta wait till the line goes down. Hey.
¿Alergia? Son los alergias.
Mira, los mocos por comer granos, los granos generalmente me llenan de